Have you ever heard a strange noise in the middle of the night and tried to convince yourself it was just the house settling? Well, what if it wasn't? Let me tell you a chilling story that circulated through the barracks of a military base. A tale that makes the hair on your arms stand up. It all started with a pair of old, worn-out military boots. They were left behind in an empty locker, forgotten by time. But soon, soldiers in the barracks started noticing something peculiar. Every morning, these boots would be in a slightly different spot than where they were left the night before. At first, everyone brushed it off as a prank. A few inches here, a few inches there, someone was clearly trying to mess with them. The jokes were funny for a while, but then things took a darker turn. The soldiers decided to set up a camera to catch the prankster. They aimed it directly at the boots, locked the door, and went to sleep, confident they'd have their culprit by morning. When they reviewed the footage, a cold dread washed over the entire room. The video showed the boots clear as day, sliding across the polished floor all by themselves. They moved just an inch or two, a slow, deliberate shuffle in the dead of night. But what was even more terrifying was the audio. The camera's microphone picked up the distinct sound of footsteps, the heavy scuff of leather on linoleum, yet there was no one there, just the boots moving on their own. Panic started to set in. This was no longer a joke. They reported it to their commanding officer, who, though skeptical, allowed them to dig into the history of the barracks and the items left behind. Their investigation led them to the boots' original owner. He was a young, dedicated soldier who had served in that very same unit years ago. Tragically, his life was cut short during a routine training exercise on the base. He had died in a sudden, unexpected accident. The story goes that his spirit, forever bound to his duty and his unit, couldn't move on. The boots, which had carried him through countless marches and drills, were the one thing he couldn't leave behind. Every night, his restless spirit would return. Trying to fall in line for morning formation, taking those few small steps across the barracks floor. The soldiers, now understanding the tragic story, treated the boots with respect. They were no longer just an object of fear, but a solemn reminder of a fallen comrade who, even in death, was still trying to answer the call of duty. What do you think? Was it a ghost? Or is there another explanation? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more strange stories.